What's up, my YouTube people? It's your girl B back with a video, and of course, about none other than Krishan. Welcome to Word on the Street is, you know, Krishan's crashing out again. That's the word on the street. But I figure I hop on here and do a quick video while it's still fresh and shit. I got things to do, but please share, like, subscribe, comment. Let's talk about it. I'd like to get in the comments and reply back too. So, you know, let's get in there. Let's talk about it. But anyways, we're gonna get right into this video. This is Krishan, crashing out after Blue's been doing a lot of interviews and stuff, and obviously, they ask him a question, and of course they're gonna ask about Krishan, and he answers it, and she just flies off the top with it. Like she goes on her rant, and now she's in a freaking let me done put her in a hotel like if she's back on baddies or whatever. So now she's back to, talking all this junk or whatever and still threatening and blah blah blah. So let's get into this, guys. This was today, by the way. No.
Co Let me start here. Blue don't want to co-parent, my nigga. Like, even if when he tried to, it was all about clicks, views, and posting him and shit. I don't care for him to come get his son. He don't want that. He's talking about, oh, I can't be successful with her. No, you can't successfully control me anymore. That's why you don't want to have nothing to do with me or the baby. And then while you gonna go pick up money, I'm picking up the same money right behind you. Right behind you. So you feel like there's no need for you to help out, pitch in, or be a dad. You do these interviews trying to clear up your image and while smutting mine. That's not gonna work, buddy. I got receipts. Like, what? What the heck? Why you keep saying you trying to co-parent? You don't even call for, and it's crazy because I'm glad you don't bother to pitch in and nothing with him because he don't need a father like you. Like, he don't need you as a father. He don't. You better off not here on earth. We did it 2 years without you. We could do it for the rest of his life without you. It's not that big of a deal. But when you dress up something like, you ain't mad that I'm picking up the same money that you picking up? Let me start.
And see, here we go with the whole, oh, it'd be better, we'd be better off without you, better without you on earth. Like, who are you to say who can stay or not be on earth? Because I'm sure that if we get a vote, you probably wouldn't be here on earth being a horrible mother. Okay? Like, girl, why is it that he has to not be alive? Like, why? So that you can, because he doesn't want you. That's the problem. Because co-parenting, her definition of co-parenting is we got to be together. If we're not together, well, then you can't be in my son's life. That's pretty much the gist of it. Because Jesus Christ, I co-parent with my baby daddy, and my baby daddy was pretty much on that whole, well, we should get back together. No, 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 no. We do not need to be together to co-parent. Okay? This is not about us. This is about this child made together. But with Krishan over here, like, allegedly, this is Blue Sun. Personally, and I think almost everybody on the internet thinks the same thing, he is not. Okay? Now, this whole DNA thing, I personally don't think that they're ever really gonna, show us a DNA, because I feel as though, and again, everything on this channel is for entertainment purposes. Everything is allegedly. Okay? So My theory is that her and Blue probably did have something to do with Ronnie's death. And obviously, it can't, that truth can't come out because, I mean, hello. Then if it comes out that it's not, because let's not forget, guys, Blue's brother had made a video about, even if that's not your son, you got to say that's your son. You got to claim him, right? Because your life is on the line, right? There wasn't that a video? Anyways, I'm not going to go and look for the video, but that's pretty much the story. So I personally think that maybe her and Blue has something to do with it, so they can keep on with the slow narrative or stuff. And they're not gonna give us a DNA because that stop everything. All right, that'll kill the entire talk, just everything. And obviously, he's gonna make her look worse than what she already is. But again, that's just my thoughts. I'm not saying that any of this is true. Fro, Blue probably ain't had nothing to do with it. But what if he did? And this is why he keeps. And then with his brother coming out and saying that, like, I don't know, man. It's just a thought. But anyway, we're gonna move on to another part of her, because I guess this was just the beginning of it. I don't sit here and directly watch her stuff. I always get it from a third party because I'm not giving you them views like that. Sure, whatever. I'm making a video about her too, woohoo. But yeah, I'm not sitting here going on her page directly to sit here and find her shit. I just, whatever comes across my For You page, that's where I get it from. So, anyways, we're gonna move on to another part. All right, this is another one.
Right, I'm not picking no side. Red nose, blue nose. Nigga, y'all booking me with this nigga. So now I can't even run from this nigga. I was making my money over here. Now he over there too. How you at the premiere with the baddies? How? You couldn't get another check? Okay.
Oh, and of course, now see, and this is what gets to me because she was on Baddies, right? Then, Blue's coming out. So whatever happened. She left Baddies, and to me, it's all to just go chase after Blue. So okay, whatever. She's got her little thing going on now, and I believe Blue is supposed to have a show with Zeus. Now look who wants to be in good graces and shit with Zeus to get back, get some money because obviously you need it. All right, because your dumb ass want to talk about, oh, I gave all my money to Blue, like Blue. Girl, shut the fuck up. Anyways, let's keep watching this. She always want to be wherever Blue is gonna be because she's obsessed. It's given Fatal Attraction. Like, this is not even good.
Yeah, bro. You need the money. Just like how I need the money. You won't see Cardi and Offset on Zeus unless they paying a half a ticket or a ticket. And that's a half a mil or a mil. You can't compete where you can't compare, bro. So for you to keep dragging niggas in the fucking interview, keep name dropping, like, that shit don't already play. Like, come on, my nigga, that's weird. That's weird as shit. And then you see the bitch going through so much. You just weird. Y'all weird as fuck. It's like, and then you say you.
See how she talking about, oh, why you bringing people and dragging them, and the only person dragging anybody is you. You're constantly talking about Blue. Sure, you know what? I'll agree with the part of, if they ask about Krishan, he could just simply be like, that's a subject I don't want to talk about, and dead it right there. Don't give it attention. But it's gonna get her going. He knows that. Everybody knows that. It's gonna get her to crash out the way she's always crashing out. So anything that he says, you're always going to crash out about because you're obsessed with this man. And anything that he says is going to matter to you. But, moving on.
Trying to fake dry snitch, lying. How the fuck you fake snitching, lying?
What the fuck is that
Like,
sound?
Nigga, that lie, that rumor came out 2 years ago. What the fuck are you still talking about it for, bro? What are you talking about it for, bro? What are you talking for, bro? You don't make Cardi money. You don't make Offset money. What the fuck? You just doodled and scribbled all over your fucking face. You need to go to the mental hospital, yo.
Fuck.
And you need to go to rehab to get off the K2. You really do. I'm starting to think you still on that shit. I thought you was getting off of it because you know your body winning off everybody. I wouldn't no smoke with anybody. I'm not picking no side. Red nose, blue nose.
Bro, these kind of rants that she be going. Have you noticed that in a lot of her rants, she's always sniffling. Can we guess what that's from? What's that? What's that about? Hmm? She always talking about somebody on drugs, somebody on drugs. Girl, you on drugs, okay? You on drugs. The whole world sees it. Just like the world sees that you are not a fit parent. You say you love your son, but you don't because you don't know what love is. Okay? Sitting here giving a man all of your money is not love. Sitting here barking and saying and oh my god. When she says here, I'm like, he made me bark. He didn't make you bark, girl. You did it because you wanted to. Like, always trying to make herself look like the victim. Like, oh my Jesus Christ. Let's go.
This is my kid. He can't defend himself. So yes, it's up to me to kill your bitch ass. Before all of that, already gave you some money. Already said fuck my reputation of barking. Nigga, you made me bark after you stomped me out. Like, come on, man. Like, you try and make it seem like it's not politics, bro. You fucking with the politics more than your kid. And okay, cool. If you was on street shit since the beginning, why did you post your son penis? Ain't nothing street about kid. This is my kid. He can't defend himself. So yes.
Moving on to the next one because what else is there to say? You know, we always playing victim. She never does anything wrong. You know, it's always everybody else's fault. Um, or it's projecting, like never have any accountability. Mm. Let's hear from Blue now.
On rock now.
All right.
Shit, nowhere. Nowhere, man. Left her.
Where are you at with like ChriseanRock now?
Shit, nowhere. Nowhere, man. Left her in the desert somewhere.
Mm.
But you know, she's still. So I don't got no like ill will for her. I just know I can't. I can't be successful with her.
Right.
So it's like.
And you said and I'm pretty sure you try. But what does that put you at? You know how sometimes you can't make an extra clean break because there's a child involved?
Yeah.
Where does that put you at with co-parenting too?
Well, you know, she's pretty new to it, so I'm gonna just be patient and give her time to realize that it will be better for her to, you know, co-parent than to try to just lock up on him and be on some like, oh, if you don't want to be with me, you can't be with him type thing.
Right, with like the package deal.
Yeah, so she just needs time to heal, and you know, and that's really all it is. Once she heals, she's gonna be more willing to just, here, you take him.
You see? You see? He didn't want to be with her. You could tell by his body language when they were on that stream. Like, and again, we all know that ChriseanRock does not know how to read a room, let alone body language. So, man, that's why she left. Talking, man, do you see how Blue doesn't sit here and badmouth her? He does not talk about her in a bad light. He just tells what it is. But she has to go overboard talking about all this extra stuff. Like, she's a storyteller. She's a storyteller and she's got an imagination that just goes beyond and beyond. But but you don't sit here and do the right thing, which is taking care of your child. Because at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. This is why everybody is in such an uproar about Krishan. Not because of what you do, because you don't do anything that contributes to the world, to the community, to nothing. All you do is just crash out, putting out negative stuff out to the world, and threatening people, and not taking care of your son, the one that you say that you love so much. You use him for clout, but you blame, you say everybody else is trying to use him for clout. No, honey, you're the one that do everything for clout. Anything and everything for clout, including your son. You're the main one to use your son for clout. Clout is one hell of a drug, like you said. But anyways, let's go on to the next video. Hold on. All right.
You feel? It was working out. You feel me? What the heck? And then you try and make it seem like, oh, she want to be with me, so that's why she can't have a baby. We wasn't together when I pulled up. You had whatever you had going on, and I had a nigga. You forgot you stalked me out for saying bigot? For fucking with a blood that's beefing with your hood? I didn't have no clue that's what it was. And you was like, since it's like that, you even took it out on my son. Okay, boom. Y'all mad at me because I said I will kill him. Because how many times you gonna keep disrespecting my kid? And you his father? Yes.
The only person that disrespects your son is you. You ain't never had any respect for your son. Not even when he was in utero. You straight up drank, smoked, tried to drown him out in a goddamn hot tub, fully clothed, like trying to fight people. Like, you have no respect for life itself. And you got the audacity to come on this dear internet and talk about all of this crap. Like, you're the biggest freaking contradiction. You're a walking contradiction, a liar, a storyteller, a setup queen. It's so many things. Like, my frustration is for the baby, for the toddler. Okay, for Krishan Jr. Krishan Jr. Okay.
I will say that every time to somebody that keep trying to play with my kid. This is my kid. He can't defend himself. So yes, it's up to me to kill your bitch ass. But this was before I started spiraling out and saying shit and threatening your bitch ass because you trying to hurt us. Before all of that, already gave you some money. Already said fuck my reputation of barking. Nigga, you made me bark after you stomped me out. Like, come on, man.
Whatever. Enough of her with that crap. We've heard this before. Anyways, moving on. Okay.
Be there emotionally for him. You know what I'm saying? You try to bash our names, take us down together though. This is precious kid, bro. You try to take both of us down together, bro. For real. You don't care about our kid. You pretend like you do. Be there emotionally for him. You know what I'm saying?
No, Heffa. You pretend, okay? You pretend to love your kid. You pretend to care. You don't give a goddamn shit. Okay? Yeah. Girl. Baby girl. You got some problems. You are the problem. Anyways, I'm gonna play probably like three more videos, but it's not Krishan, it's some other people um that I saved because they were speaking so much facts. Like, they just hit it on the nail every time. Every motherfucking time. So I'm just gonna leave you guys with those couple videos. Again, please share, like, and subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoyed my little videos. I come do a little something, and then keep it moving. But yeah, let's get into these other ones. So I had posted this girl on my shorts of a previous video that she made, and she was just so dead on, like just dead on, because she spoke nothing but truth about Krishan. And this video right here, I was like, dang girl, okay, go ahead. You once again. So here it goes for those that haven't seen it.
Her. She hops on Instagram Live, throws a tantrum, and genuinely believes that nobody can see the real reason why she's spiraling. Blueface is moving on. That's it. That's the whole trigger. Not Junior, not protecting her child from some imaginary cyberbullying. Her ego got touched. And now Blueface has to pay for it. She's pinning her ego injury from the fact that he's moving on and no longer paying her attention on this fabricated narrative of him cyberbullying his child. Which is wild because A, she's shown in countless ways that she does not give a single fuck about that child. Not his stability, not his routine, not his growth, not his needs. And now suddenly she cares about his emotional well-being. Girl, shut the fuck up. The only time your baby magically matters is when you suddenly need him as a prop to justify whatever tantrum you're about to throw. And B, Blueface is literally the last remaining shot at any kind of consistent care for Junior. He's the only one in that baby's life that even attempts to show up. Why would he be the one coming for the baby? She knows good and damn well that he wouldn't. She just needs a storyline that makes her look righteous instead of petty, jealous, and threatened. She sees him on that 20 versus 1 while she's probably posted up at some McDonald's using the Wi-Fi, while Junior is probably at the play place barefoot eating someone's fries off the floor because she's too busy zooming in on his facial expressions. And she's watching him move on and live life and talk to the girls. And then he cracks that one joke to that girl that she looks like his son. Anybody with 2 brain cells and who's paid attention to him knows that's how he talks. That's how he flirts. He negs. He's pretty narcissistic himself. The joke's on the girl, not his kid. And Krishan knows that. She's not intelligent, but she's not blind. What really set her off is simple. She didn't get her ROI in the investment she made in him. From getting him tatted on her face, from waiting for him to get out of jail, from building her entire identity around chasing him, saving him, making excuses for him, and clinging to him. And now he has the audacity to move on, to talk to other women, to not orbit her. Her ego cannot handle that. So she does what narcissists do when their ego collapses. She manufactures a moral crisis to justify the real wound. Oh, he's cyberbullying my baby. Nobody fucks with my baby. Girl, please. As you were saying that, I'm willing to bet that your child was in some corner staring at drywall. You don't give a single fuck about your baby. You do not show up for him in any consistent, stable, or even basic way. At least say what's really bothering you with your whole chest. You're not in mama bear mode. You're not protecting Junior. Your ego got touched. You didn't get the fantasy. You didn't get the fairy tale ending you storyboarded in your head. The one you thought you'd have, felt entitled to have, as soon as he got released from prison. He moved on because you're a weird, depraved, goofy-ass mess. He simply went off the script you wrote because you're delusional enough to think you get to write one in the first place. So now your brain is in full cognitive dissonance. That's what happens when you're someone who's used to getting your way because you scream, throw tantrums, and swing fists, and expect reality to rearrange itself around you. Get a fucking grip, bitch. And stop hiding jealousy and ego injury behind moral outrage. And while you're at it, stop mocking God. You really think there's no consequences for people who weaponize God's name while doing the opposite of anything holy? You said in the same breath that you're going to church to worship God, and then you're gonna handle Blueface. Taking something evil and reframing it as morality and justice. In her case, she's just avenging Junior. That's called moral distortion. Also, moral triangulation. Using a fabricated moral crisis to justify evil. In her case, she's using a fabricated moral crisis to justify enacting pure wrath. That's exactly what she's feeling. Wrath. Wrath is a demonic state of being, and she's guising that demonic state as righteousness. And by definition, that's demonic. Demons don't act evil. They act righteous. And they frame depravity and destruction as virtue. The thing about darkness and evil is that it always comes to light. Truth always surfaces. Darkness always gets exposed. And she is not ready for that moment. She's already in damage control for that moment. She thinks she's rising, but she's already halfway through her own fall from grace. And with how sloppy, emotionally driven, and impulsive she is, she's gonna sabotage herself long before anyone else does. Her entire world is gonna get flipped upside down at the rate she's going because of her choices. She can't even think 5 seconds ahead. She can't keep her own story straight. And that's the problem with people who run on ego instead of logic. They expose themselves and cause their own demise without anyone having to do a thing. ChriseanRock genuinely underestimates the intelligence and
Ha. Now you can't tell me that this girl ain't speak nothing about facts. Like this, it just sums it up. That's all Krishan right there. Like I really cannot stand people who weaponize God. You know, I'm not one to go to church. Again, I respect people's religions, but people itself, they be on some whole other note, you know, preaching about God and holiness and all this other stuff, and then turning around and just being a complete hypocrite. Like, come on. All right. I was going to do two more, but I'm just going to do one that I thought was really funny because that girl was funny. So, anyways, again, guys, please share, like, and subscribe. We're gonna wrap it up with this last one. See, I said it was gonna be a short video. I'm at 28 minutes. Stop it. This was the first time that I've seen this girl. I don't know whether she has other videos or not, but this was all from TikTok. And I was dying listening to her. Oh my goodness. So we just gonna leave it at this. You know, a little funny note at the end.
Bro, do what, bro? This my real life, bro. Y'all keep coming over here, bro. Nah, PD, cause they on my live. Don't even know what they talking about, bro. Oh God, bro. Yeah. It is your What's up, man? He's standing up at all that, y'all. He just did a cartwheel. Like, I could get on here and bash this nigga, yo, but I'm not even about to do that, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, like, that's my son. That man is not no junior. I wish I stopped calling him Junior, but he's not no Junior. His name is Sonny. His name is Junior. And his name is Krishan Jesus, bro. But yeah, y'all got a new boyfriend. We getting married. He over here keep playing, yo. Stop playing, yo. You want to get in the camera?
The laugh.
I'm never going back to LA, y'all. Y'all follow me on Scream. I'm back in LA. Do more, bro. Do what, bro? This my real life, bro.
Oh my god, yo. Anyways, guys, this video is a wrap. Please share, like, and subscribe. And you know, let's chat it up. Let's chat it up. All right. Y'all take care, make good decisions, be good moms, all of that good stuff. Okay, bye.